The Londonpreneur Show with Michelle Carter.
Welcome to another episode of The Londonpreneur Show, where we interview a new entrepreneur every Monday and Friday. Today's guest is the lovely Sylvie Verwaayen from Sylver Design. Welcome, Sylvie.
Welcome. Thank you.
So first question, what gets you out of bed in the morning?
Lately it has been creating new pieces of art.
Yeah.
Very excited. I've been painting for 13 years, and lately I've switched mediums to colored pencil, and really enjoying myself. I'm having a ball with it.
Very good. So when did you start your business?
I started in 1995. I had I finished school, I went to BL Art in financial design.
Very good.
Worked for a while in marketing and doing graphic design, teaching part-time fanshaw.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided I wanted to work for myself, and I kind of took I wanted to do both. I wanted to continue doing graphics and continue teaching. And now at the time, I called it Sylver Design and Instruction.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So how many services do you offer now?
Four.
Yeah?
Last year, I started just doing painting.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of the year, I noticed that I really missed teaching. I really missed graphic design, and I really missed illustrating. And by December, I was involved in all four areas. So I decided this year I would just continue on. I've done some corporate training, specifically computer graphics software,
Mm-hmm.
which was my business originally in the 90s. And so kids are grown up, out of the house, and
Get a little
it's
more free time.
something that I'm still passionate about, and I still have a skill set
Mm-hmm.
of understanding how to teach it. So I want to continue with that. And as I was saying with illustration, I've learned lately that I have a real passion for colored pencils. And a lot of the work that I'm looking at and hoping to work towards, the work can be very photographic.
Yeah.
And that excites me. I
A
want
little bit of photography, a little drawing, everything.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So what have been some of the biggest struggles in those early years of starting your business?
Definitely the early years was a new fandangle thing called the internet. We called it the bleeding edge. My husband worked at Canada Trust. He's actually created EasyWeb.
Okay.
And I was right next to him creating all the HTML long before anybody knew what it was, to show the executives the concept
Mm-hmm.
of what it was all about. And it was just, dealing with low bandwidth speeds and,
all those headaches back in the day.
well, even graphics.
The internet was just
my
starting.
websites were really fast,
Mm-hmm.
and because my graphic file sizes were so small, because my husband, through this process, kept coming over my shoulder saying, they gotta be smaller, they gotta be smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So I really delved into Photoshop, and I found ways of how to do it properly, and that kind of gave me an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So where would you like to see your business now from 5 years from now?
5 years from now, still designing, still teaching, and still doing artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the artwork I'll be doing the rest of my life. It's just something that is a passion. I'm very lucky. I have a beautiful home with a beautiful studio and lots of natural light, and so
Sounds like lots of inspiration too.
a lot. Yes, we're out in the country, so
Oh,
we're
very
very lucky.
nice.
So every once in a while, there's some bunny rabbits or some deer, and that as well. And it's and the skies sometimes in the summertime.
Absolutely.
It's very nice.
And thank you for donating the art today that we have on display. Can you explain a little bit more about this picture?
About 10, 12 years ago, I found it really difficult, like many other people, making it through the winter time and the gray days. And so this is one of my first big pieces that I focused on colorful paintings.
Mm-hmm.
And I have many more colorful paintings that I've done, and it all stemmed from just wanting to get through the gray days of winter.
Great inspiration through winter days, absolutely. Hopefully spring's on its way now.
Oh gosh, yes, hope so.
So what have been some of your most effective marketing strategies?
The earlier on, it was pretty much phone calling people. I had a sales background when I was younger, cold calling.
You did cold calling?
Yeah, I did cold calling for Canada Trust for 2 summers.
Okay.
With their Merchant MasterCard area, and so called companies across Canada. Mm-hmm. And that really helped me to be comfortable to contact companies and say, this is who I am, this is what I do. Is there a connection? And at times there were. Mm-hmm. So that helped a lot.
You find that kind of propelled your business forward, having that sort of skill set?
That and my teaching.
Yeah?
That and my teaching, being able to be in front of people and being confident in front of people, and then just being confident in what I could do. Mm-hmm. And that helped a lot.
Very good. So what's been the best business advice that you've received?
Definitely not to design in a bubble or any business. You can't do it on your own. Being an artist, I know many others like myself have found themselves in a position where you're by yourself. Mm-hmm. And so you get locked in your own little world. And the best thing is to invite others in, ask for advice. And once I learned to do that more, especially this past year, I've been very active with social networking, getting on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and I've gotten work through those avenues as well. Again, putting myself out there and saying, this is who I am, and I've been able to have people come back and say, hey, yeah, let's do something together.
So who today would be your ideal customer then?
My ideal customer is the person doesn't necessarily need to be a designer or artistic, but just have a real, just excitement for whatever project is on the table, to be able to just get excited about it.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Where can we find out more about you?
I have a website. It's Sylver Design, and Sylver is with Y, sylverdesign.com. And my email is sylverdesign@hotmail.com.
Great. Thank you so much for watching this episode again. Thank you. Quick shout out to our sponsors, Susan Dinner for the jewelry, Pink Ink for style and makeup, and Sonia Bento for the hairstyle. I also want to give a quick shout out to Lucy Jeffries of Brighton Nail and Spa. She donated my nails today just in time for St. Patrick's Day. I want to thank you so much, Lucy, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.